we've just discovered in literally the last 2 or 3 minutes, that one of the patients in there we've been putting COVID negative patients has now come up positive. This patient had had 3 prior swabs which were negative, and by swabs I mean tests for COVID which were negative, and he deteriorated and ended up going back on a breathing machine and on a ventilator, and the first set of tests after that confirmed that he is now positive. So he's acquired that while he's been in hospital. The implications of that are really quite significant for the intensive care, because it means that the staff who were looking after that patient for the last day or two potentially will have been exposed to a patient who's COVID positive, but also the patients around him are at risk, and they're then known as what we call contacts.
So if we use this because it's nice and bright, because we get everybody out, get the room changed, and then we're going to start taking some of the ones that the ones that we know are swab negative into the main unit, hopefully by this evening. But what it means is that you're moving a lot of patients all around the place. Now we have a cohort of patients who are very stable and who in fact will be going to the ward or would have gone to the ward, but now they're all COVID contact. So we can't get enough single rooms on the ward for them. So what we do is we cohort them in a group of 4. They're going to come over here. We'll manage them here.
Sean, how did you feel when you found out that you may have been in contact with a positive COVID patient in ICU? So Sean has just said that he felt a bit deflated, like 1 step forward and 2 steps back.
You were very close to another patient who ultimately became positive for COVID-19, for the coronavirus infection. That does not mean that you have it. What it means is that you were at risk of getting it. And so for now, we're treating you as if you have it. And that's why we're now dressed up in all these gowns where we weren't earlier on today. There will be other patients who'll be joining in this room as well. They'll be in exactly the same situation as you. Okay? And we'll keep a close eye on what happens, and we'll keep our fingers crossed that your tests come up negative.
Where is it you're from? Is it Offaly?
Westmeath. Oh.
I'm ringing you about your dad, Frank or Francis. I think you call him Frank, is that right? I say Frank. Yeah. Look, I was just ringing you to let you know that he's been moved from one part of the intensive care to another. One of the patients has now come up COVID positive, unfortunately. So your dad has been moved to another part of the intensive care unit. We're treating him as what we call a COVID contact. He's wide awake. He's completely well. He has no, additional symptoms.
What was the result of your COVID swab? So it was negative. You don't have, no, you don't have it. No. Happy. He's happy. Well done. So he's just said that he's glad that he has actually had negative swabs since and progressed forward. That he can move forward with his recuperation.